Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Reardon Goodwin, and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Southampton will be training today as they bid to turn their season around. With only 5 points in 15 games, things are not looking good for the Saints, as they are currently 8 points away from safety. They didn't manage a single shot on target against Aston Villa at the weekend, something which they will need to change when they face Spurs on Sunday. Manager Russell Martin doesn't know what he needs to do to give his side the spark in the final third.
I don't know. We had one where Flynn is literally in the middle of the goal. Cam Archer is in the box. I don't know what more I can give the players to make them really believe like that extra spark, because when you're bottom of the league and it's been tough games recently, some really quality opposition, tough results, difficult decisions, VAR, difficult injuries, suspensions. Feels like it's all like you have a season's worth almost in like a quarter of a season. It's been interesting.
Cole Palmer has got himself in the record books once again. He became the first player in Premier League history to score 12 consecutive penalties. Palmer scored 2 goals from the spot along with an assist as he helped Chelsea come back from a 2-goal deficit to beat Tottenham 4-3. Blues manager Enzo Maresca praised his players for being mentally strong after their victory.
To come in this stadium against this team and to concede 2 goals and then continue with the same plan on the ball, off the ball, show how the players they are in this moment mentally strong. That is important.
Former Manchester United player Gary Neville has admitted his shock after United's sporting director left the club after just 5 months in charge. The Red Devils paid £2 to £3 million in compensation to Newcastle United for Dan Ashworth, who was announced he is leaving the role. Neville believes that United will be better to punch them in the face with the truth when talking to NBC about the news.
You can't bring somebody to the level of Dan Ashworth and then lose him after 5 months and think that something hasn't gone wrong. Fans are going to be now asking the question, what's gone wrong? They're going to speculate, it's going to leave huge voids. I think you're better off just punching us in the face with the truth sometimes when it's so obvious that there has been something that's gone wrong.
Portsmouth will be hoping to build from back-to-back home wins when they face Hull City tomorrow. Pompey managed to move off the bottom of the table on Saturday thanks to a convincing 3-0 win against Bristol City. With a game in hand on their rivals, a win would see them move out of the relegation zone and into 18th place. 5 of the English women's football team players have been named in amongst the best in the world. England Lionesses Lucy Bronze, Mary Earps, Alex Greenwood, Lauren James and Kira Walsh have all been selected as a record-breaking 7,000 players voted for the 5th Pro Women's World 11. Bronze has now equalled the women's record for the most times selected with 7 appearances in the team. Clubs in the second tier of English Rugby Union are calling for a vote of no confidence in the leadership of the game. The call comes after Chief Executive Bill Sweeney was paid a bonus of over £350,000 despite redundancies being made while the union recorded financial losses. Championship clubs want the meeting with the RFU to discuss Sweeney along with the organisation's chairman Tom Ilube. The biggest contract in sports history is set to be broken. Reports suggest that baseball player Juan Soto has agreed a $765 million deal over 15 years with Major League side New York Mets. The deal would see him earning $65,000 more than second-place Shohei Ohtani and $100,000 ahead of Lionel Messi's last contract at Barcelona. Moving on to the cricket, England achieved their 7th largest run win in their history. They beat New Zealand by 323 runs to gain their first away Test victory in 2 years. Youngster Jacob Bethel starred for the Three Lions, with captain Ben Stokes saying he proved why people rate him so highly.
A young lad, I was devastated for him to not get that 3 figures, but I walked in and I said to him, I was like, oh, it's only 4 runs, isn't it? And his response was, yeah, but it would have been flair if I smacked that through the covers to bring it up. I think he's proved a lot to a lot of people and proved why we rate him so highly.
McLaren have won the World Constructors' Championship for the first time in 26 years as Formula One season came to its conclusion. The Woking-based team secured the title thanks to driver Lando Norris finishing in first place at Abu Dhabi. Despite coming in second and third in the race, Ferrari were unable to close a 21-point gap that McLaren had built prior to the weekend. The 6-person shortlist has been confirmed for the 2024 Sport Personality of the Year Awards. England footballer Jude Bellingham is amongst the contenders alongside Olympic gold-winning runner Keely Hodgkinson and darts player Luke Littler. Rounding up the list is England cricketer Joe Root, Britain's most successful Paralympian Sarah Storey, and Olympic-winning triathlete Alex Yee. In golf, Scottie Scheffler proved why he is a world number 1. Scheffler retained his title in the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas thanks to a 9-under par final round. He adds this to his list of successes this year, where he has already won the Masters and Olympic gold. That's all from us this hour. I'll be back in an hour with our final show of the day. Remember, you can keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com.